Yes.
For our
legitimate establishment.
Yes, of course. They're coming to us from the Felt Triangle.
The Felt Triangle.
That one that we just saw is named Cashmere.
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 Well, dun-dun-dun, indeed. As we start out with Johan Ponce and Alejandro Sandoval, big implications now that we have a welterweight champion. These are two of our top fighters, so it's very possible that a win for either one could propel them that much closer to a title shot as Johan Ponce takes us to the ground right away.
Taking a nice grapple on this nice Sunday night.
Yes, we are live on pay-per-view. We thank you for joining us. We also thank you for not stealing this, because we expect every single one of you to have paid for this.
Hiya, faggots.
As we see that Sandoval, of course, would prefer this fight to stay on his feet, but you see he was just tripped up by Ponce and able to stand it up again. Ponce, no stranger to some stand-up battles himself. He's had some good battles. Lost to Dwayne Derecha, but again, both these fighters really starting to come into their own. As Ponce, traded a couple shots here.
I would say that there's some growing up to him, but I don't want anyone getting actually, I don't want people getting punched in the face. Never mind.
Okay then.
I want an orbital bone to break. God damn it.
Yes, that would be lovely.
Yeah, the orbital bone is part of the face bone.
It is part of the face bone.
Yeah.
The orbital bone, actually, the orbital bone, of course, the real name for the bone, not what you say. Meanwhile, see some nice teeps from the Muay Thai expert Sandoval, also a southpaw. Both fighters, I believe, southpaws.
What about an east paw or a west paw?
Oh no, that means they're lefties. It just means they're lefties.
What about a grandpaw?
A big knee. I'm sorry, it was an uppercut from Sandoval. Dropping Ponce, he goes right into his guard. Moves right to side control. He's going to start working from here with 40 seconds left on the clock.
Some sugar on me.
And Ponce is able to reverse it. And there's a big shot from side control. Sandoval looking to just kind of hold together.
Awesome pomegranate.
Get some time to recoup. Ponce goes right into mount. This could be bad news, but there's the end of the round.
Not only the end of the round, but the end of me making paw jokes.
I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that.
Don't crowd him. Relax. Don't go for the big hook. Use the right hand.
That could have potentially ended ugly.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you that all of our fights tonight are 3 5-minute rounds. If any fights go to the distance, our judges tonight, Stephen Breyer, Monrovia Staunch, and of course, Leonard Part 6 Montgomery. Guy hasn't missed a show, or at least, that he's been scheduled for. We have that lavender sandalbag sometimes can be unreliable.
He does a lot of stuff. Oh, wow! You not only punched him, he kind of grabbed his chin, too. I think he's going for that beard of his.
The beard could be considered a source of power for Johan Ponce. You can never be too sure. Sandoval must have thought that.
Be there. Finish this fight.
As you see the corner of Ponce.
All right, that one, her name is Afghan.
Afghan.
I've been handed a note that we have to keep Afghan and Kashmir far away from each other because they do not get along at all.
Afghan and Kashmir have to be kept away from each other. Okay. Well, whoever the third one is, hopefully we find out who she is. We can keep her in the middle. I hope her name isn't like Gaza Strip or something like that. That would be terrible.
Terrible.
Yes.
Or Russian infiltration.
Yes. As Sandoval goes right for that's a big shot from the half guard. It seems to open up a cut right over the eye of Johan Ponce. It might be getting to be a bit of an issue. He's working from his guard now, able to pass very easily. I wonder how it's going to affect his vision. And there from mount, Sandoval dominating this fight on the ground. Very, not what I expected. Sandoval, a very strong a very accomplished stand-up fighter.
Yeah, get up, motherfuckers.
And there's a block the head kick.
You shithead.
Ponce is really going for that. Ponce really going for that takedown, and he gets it after the third or fourth try.
He just ran right into his fucking leg. What a shithead.
Well, again, he was on all fours, so it would be illegal to kick him in the head. But we see a knee to the shoulder. He's got to watch out. That knee to the head when the opponent is down is illegal. But Sandoval aiming very carefully, going for the shoulder. He's working from half guard. Throwing a couple shots now.
I'm telling you, Sandoval's dirty. He's going for the beard. He's kneeing him in the face.
Oh, beard-based offense. It's interesting, but it might work. And that cut is getting really nasty over the eye of Ponce. And there's an elbow. That's a target for Sandoval right now. He's just gonna try to, even if they're just little baby punches or something like that, which Ponce might know a little bit about. Those, he's Ponce really trying to just kind of neutralize him. He's holding the neck down.
I tried that once. Didn't work out well.
And we see going rubber guard is Johan Ponce. Yes, we recommend you not do that again, Randy. That was bad.
Speaking of rubber guard, speaking of that cut on his face, kind of reminds me of sex with the old wife last night. She was a flowing.
I believe it.
She reminds me of your wife, too. I mean, she was decapitated by a combine, after all.
You know, I don't understand how a combine that usually is on the ground can take someone's head off, and there is just so much of a...
Ask your wife about it. Oh, wait.
So much negligence. So much negligence. As Ponce with the takedown, but you gotta say that was Sandoval's round. I'd say 1-1 if I was judging, but I am not. I am not Stephen Breyer. I am not Monrovia Staunch, and I am not Leonard Part 6 Montgomery. But they're gonna have a tough one here if this goes the distance.
But I am judgmental. I think that Mexican one.
You're gonna impose your will because you're bigger, stronger. He sets up, you get hands in
Well, there you go. As you see,
fast.
that is Dr. Nelson David Krieger working on Johan Ponce, while Reginald Cutman taking care of Alejandro Sandoval. And that cut over the eye of, and then we see there's the knee right to, it gets him in the chest. Looks like he caught him in the chest there, so nothing to rock him, but that definitely just sent him crashing to the canvas. And look at that. You can see the cut right there. That's right over the eye. It's dangerously close to the eye. Might be that broken orbital bone that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, the orbital bone, that's like part of the face bone, kind of like connected to it. I found it out recently.
And you can see right there, Johan Ponce. He's going to have some trouble seeing that eye. Okay, who's our third one?
That one, her name is Burlap Sack.
Burlap Sack.
Burlap Sack,
Well,
apparently.
there's nothing quite like getting your hands on a burlap sack.
Or wearing one.
As round 3, Sandoval and Ponce, these two top welterweights here in Human Cockfighting League, starting us off tonight at our 10th show. We're back at Tupelo at the Honeypot. And this is home sweet home for us.
Motley Crue, man. Motley Crue.
And there you see a nice sprawl by Sandoval.
Hey, you want some Chex Mix? I got Chex Mix.
You know, he might know at this point that this fight is going to go the distance. And Ponce rocks him from side control, goes for an arm bar. This might be it. He's trying to get him to tap out. This is Ponce's world on the ground, but Sandoval able to roll through.
Like, fuck you, I'm not doing that shit. Roll over. I'm dirty, motherfucker. I don't play that shit. You rolled over on him. Nice punch him in the face.
And that seems to have just re-energized Sandoval. The crowd going nuts for him. But he's back working from his own guard right now on his back. And, you know, I think this would benefit Sandoval. There's some good shots right to that cut, too. You can see the blood on the canvas. And Sandoval sprawling again. Good sprawl, keeping Ponce from getting that takedown right into mount. But it's just for a split second. He maybe went for too much too soon.
I'm almost getting a hard-on from the amount of blood.
Well, this is a great fight to open up HCL 10. Weapons allowed, just kidding, here at Tupelo, Mississippi. But my goodness, these two fighters, you can almost sense that this win can propel them up the rankings for a future title shot. And the winner will have a great W on his resume. There's a big knee. Again, maybe to the face, to the chest. I couldn't see. And there's another uppercut. Ponce keeps going for that. He keeps going for that, and Sandoval is stopping him every time. Another knee! And he dives in with the punch. He's trying to finish it with 1 minute to go. Randy, you are just like hopping up and down in your seat.
Great! They're bleeding. I'm made to flip my dick out here.
I would appreciate you didn't, and so would Burlap Sack.
Now I'm gonna put my dick in Burlap Sack.
That doesn't sound comfortable. There's Sandoval. Sandoval up against the cage.
Right after I split up Afghan and Kashmir.
And that's the end of our fight. This is going to go to the decision. What a first fight of the night. Johan Ponce, Alejandro Sandoval. It's very close, but, you know, the end, up until Ponce got that takedown and took control, that went to Sandoval. But, you know, these judges, you can never tell what they're going to decide.
They love drugs.
There we see, they do love drugs, so someone might have been paid off in drugs earlier. And we see the armbar attempt followed by the knee. That was one of many knees to the face. And look at the blood that just splatters when he goes in for that diving punch. You'll see it here. He dives in. Boom! Blood everywhere.
A bunch of children in the front row got it. Right
It's like a Gallagher show. We hand out ponchos and just tarps.
Ladies
I'd like to think of it as souvenirs. Let's go to Drunk Goose
rounds
Buffer with the
of
decision.
action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score it 29-28, 29-28, and 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision.
He's done it.
Hollywood!
Alejandro Sandoval, winner by popular choice. He has taken this fight, and man, he looks rather fresh compared to Johan Ponce.